Morning, everybody. Also, Chris, welcome in. Yeah, I'm rebroadcasting my live from my court here because I accidentally deleted my last one. So, H Mountain Girl, welcome in. Leslie Sullivan. You guys read this statement here. This is the arresting officer. LB. Yeah, I'm rebroadcasting my last live because I accidentally deleted. So my upcoming. This is I'm giving this information out on my motions I put in to dismiss and my evidence and amending my motions. I'll read this statement that Stephen Frasier here wrote. So what Stephen Frasier says here on his statement is, he told me, I got the body cam also. I'll read it to y'all. It says on 8/19/2023, I, Officer Frasier, was on patrol with Officer A. Jones when I chose to conduct a random foot patrol of Brookside Park and Bistai Bay Water Park, 915 North Dustin Avenue, at approximately to 22:41 hours, as the entire park was closed after 2200 hours. As Officer Jones and I were walking the south loop of the park and approaching the east side of the entrance near Bistai Bay, I heard what sounded to be footsteps to my side. The steps were coming up from a darkened area that was on the north side of the closed and conspicuously posted area of Bistai Bay and Brookside Park. As I passed this area, I was able to observe a man idling around the north side of the closed building. I was immediately startled by the presence of the subject and shined my flashlight towards him. As the interaction went on, I identified myself and observed the male lift a camera towards me. I told the male, later identified as me, that he was criminally trespassing inside the park. I advised Mr. Chi he needed to leave as the park was closed. No one was allowed to be there after posted hours, after 10 p.m. Mr. Chi began to argue and ask questions related to his First Amendment and quickly followed him up with asking for business cards. I advised Mr. Chi that he needed to leave once more, told him that this was his second warning to leave the park, or he was going to be further identified and detained. At this point, I made it very clear that Mr. Chi was remaining on the grounds of the park and he was no longer welcome but Mr. Chi still refused to comply and started to walk up the large stairways from the Bistai Bay building. I once more told Mr. Chi he needed to leave or he was going to be charged with trespassing. Emily Malley. Come on. Mr. Chi slowly continued to walk up the stairways and eventually stopped at the top of the stairs along the park sidewalk located along the parking lot of Brookside Park. Mr. Chi advised he did not have to leave at this point and told me that I needed to leave before he did. I once again advised Mr. Chi we're not going to leave the park and since he refused to comply and exit the park premises, he was going to be detained and identified further to receive a criminal trespass. Once I informed Mr. Chi he was now not free to leave and was detained, he started to back away slowly. I advised Mr. Chi if he continued to walk away, I was going to handcuff him. Mr. Chi stopped and demanded a supervisor respond to this scene. I obliged. Mr. Chi requested and called over the radio for a Farmington, New Mexico sergeant respond to the scene. Sergeant Steerman later arrived on scene along with Officer Frasier. See, from the start, he never told me I was criminally trespassing. He never said I was trespassing from the start also. And he's mentioning this all happened at the bottom of the stairs by the building I was by. And, it's false and misleading, his statement here. So we'll show the video here now. And I never said I wasn't complying. What he asked me when I got to the top of the stairs is what my intent was. Was I leaving, or was I going to stay, or was I leaving? I told him I was leaving. So from this point, he had no need to trespass me because I was leaving. So this is Officer Frasier's body cam. The arresting officer.
Hey, public, sir. Hi, it's Officer Frasier, Officer Jones. You know the park's closed at 10, right?
At 10?
Yes, sir. It's almost 11. Cool. Do you have any intentions staying in the park any longer, or are you leaving?
I'm leaving here.
Okay, sounds good, sir. Well, like I said, park closed at 10, okay?
Yeah. Get your name and badge on
I
me?
told you, Officer Frasier. No, sir.
You don't want to give a business card?
No, sir. I don't have a reason to.
Yeah, it's your policy.
No, it's not, sir. So if you want, you can leave the park, or I can ID you for trespassing, okay? So off Brookside Park property.
You want to bully me?
I'm bullying you, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You just let me know. I know.
Sir, please leave the property, okay? Or I'm going to cite you for trespassing.
Sidewalk, right?
This is Brookside Park. Park's closed at 10. It is 11 o'clock at night. This is your second warning, and I'm IDing you for trespassing. That is a parking lot at Brookside Park, sir.
Yeah, the public park.
Thank you, H Mountain Grill. Also press. So here he says in the statement that all this happened at the bottom of the steps. There's the building down there on his statements. So, and he said that he said I was criminally trespassing, which he never mentioned. And when I came up the steps, that's when he asked me what my intent was. Was I going to leave or was I going to stay? So I told him I was leaving. So this is the same officer about a year last year, 5 months ago. He knew who I was. He knows what I do. These officers know me. They know me. They know my name. They know where I work. They know where I live. So this is all retaliation, pretty much. And Officer Frasier, that the first time we ran into each other, he told me if I don't back away, that he was going to summons me. If I don't back away 50 feet, he was going to summons me to court. And this was 5 months prior to this here. So then, he gave me permission to stay to go get the unit. I told him to get me your unit number one more time. So he gave me permission to stay again. As much as he didn't like it, he told me I have a right to do what I'm doing, exercising my first. Hey, honey,
All public. Parks is all public. This is parking lot.
So, Mr. Chi, I'm going to ask you once. Please leave.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
You threatened me with
I just simply told you that you're trespassing in the park, okay? want to give you a citation, so please just go about your business and have a wonderful night stroll.
I'll leave at the intersection.
So I'm going to make sure that you leave the park.
You guys transparent and accountable. Making sure you guys do your job correctly.
100%. There is nothing wrong with recording, sir. But what is wrong right now is that you are trespassing in the city of Farmington Public Park, okay?
Really? Let me get your unit number.
Go right ahead. You're more than welcome to record whatever you like, Mr. Chi.
How do you guys know my name? You guys have...
No, sir.
So he's telling me to leave, then he gives me permission to go, permission to remain, to go get his unit, and he didn't like this. Then he said that he wasn't going to leave till I leave. I told him, you know, go ahead and leave, then I'll leave. But, you know, so that's pretty much the Stephen Frasier, you know, using his ego. You know, he knew I was no threat, I was no harm. I wasn't there to use any public park facilities, you know. So what he put on the statement afterwards is he charged me with criminally trespassing. Joko, welcome in. And the whole time on the statement, he was saying that I would be arrested if I don't leave from the start. And he never mentioned this in his body cam. And that's the reason why I asked for a supervisor, and the supervisor was Steerman, Sergeant Steerman, the same officer that, you know, 5 minutes earlier, he charged me with criminal trespass, resisting arrest, and concealing identity at City Hall. So these guys all know me, these officers, and they don't like the First Amendment. They don't like what we do as First Amendment auditors. So this is the reason why. And Steerman, he got exposed on James Freeman's channel. So, you know, it's like when I requested for a supervisor, he listened to only Frasier's side, and he never listened to me at all. It's like I requested him to come and arrest me and charge me with criminal trespass. Stacy. Right.
Sir, can you please just go, okay? You are perfectly capable of doing so, okay? So have a wonderful night, sir. Please exit the park. As are you, sir. Have a good night, okay?
108. I was Arizona, Charles Ford Farm, 8850. 108.
Public sidewalk along South and North Dustin right there, sir, okay? So if I have to tell you one more time, I'm going to cite you for trespassing in the city park. Do you understand?
I'm leaving. No more threats.
I'm not threatening, sir. I'm simply stating a fact that you are completing.
As you heard him again, said he was going to cite me. He was never going to charge me with criminal trespass. No, I haven't, Stacy. So all this time, he said, you know, he had no reason to tell me to leave because I told him I was leaving. Then he gave me permission to stay and get his unit number and his unit license plate number. And I told him, you know, I'll leave after you guys leave. Which he knows I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't no threat. You know, they just don't like the First Amendment. They don't like being transparent and accountable. Yeah, so, yeah, this whole time he said that then he was going to, you know, give me a ticket for trespassing when I was leaving. But I actually got charged with criminal trespass.
And completely disobeying at this point. Okay. Sir, are you going to leave the property or not? Okay. No, you're trespassing the park right now, so that's why I'm not letting you leave. Okay. So you're more than welcome to leave. I've given you numerous chances. Okay. So what's your name? What's your name? What's your name? So like I said, I'm done at this point. Your warnings are up.
See, he knows my name. Like I said, he knows. They all know my name. They actually know where I work. They know where I live, but he's playing this game. What's your name? What's your name? He kept on saying Mr. Chi. Yeah, and then He just didn't like the way I was leaving. I was leaving. Like I told him, I was leaving. But then how are you going to tell somebody if they're leaving to stop? So
Trespassing in the city of Farmington Park after 10. What's your name?
That's probably restraint.
What's your name?
You said it earlier. You guys know
What's your name? Okay, I'm going to detain you if you don't stop and give me your name at this point. You're going to receive a trespass for citation for trespassing in the city.
see, I was leaving. Now he says that he's going to detain me if I don't stop. So
It's 11 o'clock. No, you're not. Okay, alrighty. So here's the deal. Are you going to...
Citation, I'm leaving.
Okay, then walk back. We're going to go give you a citation. Come on. Walk to our car. You're going to receive a citation for trespassing in Brookside Park. Come this way for me, okay?
Don't put your hands on me.
I'm not. If you walk back over there, okay? 307.
Can you get your superior here?
Go right ahead that way, okay?
Can you get your superior here?
Walk that way.
Can you get your superior here?
307. We got a sovereign citizen here trespassing at Brookside Park. Can you start us another, maybe a supervisor? We're going to issue a trespass citation because he's refusing to leave.
I wasn't refusing to leave. I was leaving.
That way, okay?
But you told me to come back.
Go that way, please. Go that way, please, sir.
Is that lawful demand?
Yes, I'm telling you over here.
You want to go ahead? Don't tell me what to do. I can stand.
Okay. So, like I said, what's your name?
You know it.
Okay, so when I contacted you, you're coming from the side of a public or a building, which is Brookside Park, right? But it is posted all around right here that this park is posted after 10 p.m. And right now it is 11:09, and when you walked up to me, it was probably about 10:59. So you're an hour past curfew in
You
the
got your
park.
superior coming on?
They are coming. So, like I said, what's your name, sir?
Get that light out of my face.
What's your name?
I'll give it. I'll wait till your superior gets here.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
I'll wait till your superior gets here.
Sir, I've been trying to be nothing but cordial with you. We let you know that this it is posted at 10 o'clock. You're saying you're leaving, but your actions are doing different things.
We're going to be at Bistide Bay, closer to the Dustin side.
So when you're telling us that you're leaving, but your actions aren't providing, that's when you're...
Did you see I was backing over that way?
No.
So after I gave you numerous chances to leave and you failed to do so, I've been more than reasonable, okay? So you're coming out of the park that's clearly posted. Even at that, I could push the idling and loitering plowing. You're around a closed building late at night, walking up in a suspicious manner, right?
I'm exercising my under the First Amendment.
You can point that camera all that you want me, sir. It's all good. It doesn't hurt my. It doesn't hurt my. It is. It doesn't hurt my
Get
feelings
that light out of my face.
whatsoever. No, it's for my
It's
safety
part
and
of
yours.
restraint.
It's for my safety and yours. It's not in your eyes. It's down at your waist, making sure I can see your hands and lighten up the area so everyone feels safe.
You got your superior on his way?
Sure.
He's on his way.
No transparency, no accountability. You guys just like to bully with facts.
Hey, man, you asked
105.
I understand that.
So, you know, I'm trying to be as transparent with you.
Did you see I was leaving?
105.
You weren't, sir.
You were standing still.
Shut your mouth.
Is that necessary?
Shut the fuck up.
I've been very polite to you. That's fine. I mean, like I said, we're gonna go the route. Supervisor's coming. If no
You
one
speak
speaks
to me about. I was leaving.
sure. I know you say you're leaving, but you weren't.
Yeah, you think you have authority to make people come and leave whenever you want.
Because you're trespassing in the park after 10, sir.
106, 105, RP was a passer by advising time delay was less than 10. She passed by the Kids Museum 302 North Orchard Avenue. Looks like there was a verbal abuse evident in the street between 12 people and 3 kids. She's no longer in the area.
You know what it is, just for a guy with a camera.
You asked for a
It's
supervisor.
21 at
Yeah, I was coming, so don't worry about it. Be quiet now. You work for me.
Sir, like I said,
Superior,
but at this point,
Name and badge number?
I gave you numerous chances,
I'm not...
No, I guess name and badge number?
and you failed to leave, okay?
Business card? Man, can you shut up? You get that light out of my face?
It's not in your face, Mr. Chi.
You're superior?
Yes, sir.
Name and badge number.
We're like literally about to leave, dude. And he comes creeping out of Berg Park right behind us, idling behind the building. Tell him to leave. That's all I asked. He wouldn't. Gave him more than enough chances. And I told him, well, I'll give you a citation for trespassing from the park. And he's like, no. Okay. You can go that well. I'm crying. So.
Man, you guys are bullies.
No one's bullying you, sir. You approached us while we're doing a close patrol, keeping the park safe at night.
Well, the park closes at 10, so we're just making sure nobody else will see 7 o'clock.
Your superior on his way.
They are coming. Don't you worry.
Right, Lenny.
You guys have no First Amendment training. What's the 5 elements under the First Amendment?
I'll have to answer that, sir.
Huh? Oh yeah, watch them static.
Yeah, be right back. Alrighty. So, I mean, where we're at, okay, so we're literally about to leave. We're walking back to the car. He's like creeping on the side of Bistai Bay down here. And I walk by and he scares the shit out of me. So I look over and I light him up and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? He's all, and then he starts jumping in the thing. I'm like, hey, park's closed after 10, it's 11, you need to leave. You're on park property, you're idling and loitering around a building that's closed. It caused me alarm because you didn't see me. And then I asked him to leave like 5 or 6 times, refused to leave. And I was like, okay, well, we're going to trespass you from the park. And he refused to leave.
Alright, that's actually arrested.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Or
Trespass.
Hold on, what am I doing?
You're under arrest. You've been told to leave.
Don't
You
touch my
refuse to do
property.
that.
Hey, don't touch my
Stop
property.
resisting.
Stop.
Cuff him, Jones.
Shut it off. Did you shut it off or didn't tell you to shut it off?
Nobody asked you. You're being placed under arrest, okay?
You did nothing wrong.
You were asked to leave. You refused. And that's trespassing.
You see, I requested for the supervisor, and he's the only one that he only listened to Frasier's side of the story of what happened. And like I said, Steerman, he was exposed 5 months before this incident and on James Freeman's channel, and he doesn't like me at all. So they pretty much, conspired. They knew it was me. There was like about 4 or 5 officers that showed up, and I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if Steerman was on scene, but I'm pretty sure they called him because Steerman doesn't like me at all for exposing him. He became a YouTube star. The officer that the sergeant, the supervisor I called for, he knew it was me, and he even lied on his statement about what happened here. And as soon as he arrested me, he shut off his body camera. Steerman did. So I asked him when we got in front of the Frasier's patrol car over there. I asked him, "Is your body camera on?" And he lied to me. He told me he has it on. But we'll watch his body cam here in a few.
You are being arrested for trespassing. Do you understand that?
Okay.
All right, let's move him over here.
Bring my camera.
Separate your feet.
105.
44 on the, what's the point for the 45?
Your body camera off, please?
And one of the vehicle versus issuing at 501 East Cedar.
You're going to take that stuff off over there.
Outside and someone was walking in the field.
Just Jim, if my card
The
and
mail in the
your
house
things,
now,
so we don't leave the file in the
roadway.
Gotcha. This is my decision.
41 tank.
Handcuffs double locked. Check for proper tightness. Mr. Chief, do you have any dependents that can be affected by your arrest?
What dependence is that?
Child, juvenile dependents that don't have a caretaker watching them at this moment.
Why are you asking these stupid questions?
Because that's a state statute question that I have to ask you. You can plead your fourth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, fifth.
Do you have any children dependents that are going to be affected by your arrest? Yes or no?
Just take me. Just go ahead and take me.
Okay. I will put that you failed to provide an answer. You want to unlock it, Jones? Okay.
Truck it back.
Where's my phone at, Steerman?
It's in a bag.
You guys stole?
Trunk.
You guys should never put your phone.
Well, you can borrow it when you know how to.
106.
In the area description mail hit.
YouTube star.
What's that?
YouTube star.
Dude, as much time as I spend in your head, I should be paying you rent. Have a good one.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And Jones, I will book this, so don't worry about it. Because I told him to leave plenty of times, and he did not. And he is well into the park, causing alarm by a closed building.
Flag down on
As you heard him, I was in the park, causing alarm. Very bait, Gloria Ad, welcome in. I'm restreaming because I wouldn't deleted my on accident, and I did, you know. Patrol 45, Brittany, I talk. Northwood Press, JC, appreciate you joining. I'll be. So I'm restreaming this because I accidentally deleted. And this is where I told him I plead my fifth, but he told me if I don't give him, they already know my name. They know my name already, and yeah, this is where Frasier, you know, told me if I don't give up my name, that he's gonna charge me with concealing again. But here's Steerman's body camera.
$43.24 nice.
4324.
I'll be very bait. Come in.
So, I mean, okay, so we're literally about to leave.
Okay.
We're walking back to the car. He's like creeping on the side of this side bay down here.
Okay.
I walk by, he's scared of shit. I look over, I light him up, and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? He starts jumping in the thing. I'm like, hey, park's closed after 10, it's 11, you need to leave. You're on park property, you're idling and loitering around a building that's closed. It caused me alarm because he didn't see me. Then I asked him to leave like 5 or 6 times, refused to leave, and I was like, okay, well, we're going to trespass you from the park, and he refused to leave.
All right, let's actually arrest him. You're under arrest. Or put your hands back.
Hold on, let's go.
You're under arrest. You've been told to leave, you refuse to do that.
Stop resisting.
Stop.
Got them, Jones.
Shut it off. Did you shut it off or didn't tell you to shut it off?
Nobody asked you. You're being placed under arrest, okay?
There's been nothing wrong.
You were asked to leave, you refused. And that's trespassing. And you are being arrested for trespassing. Do you understand that?
And this is where he shuts his body camera off. Steerman does. And this is before we got to the front of Frasier's unit, and that's where he lied to me when I asked him, "Is your body camera on?" And he said, "Yes, it was." See, this is Steerman's narrative. And he lied on his narrative also. It says on 8/19/23, I, Sergeant Steerman, dispatched to Brookside Park for the report of a trespassing. Officer Frasier requested a supervisor. Upon arrival, I observed me record an officer on his cell phone. I knew Mr. Chief from previous incidents. Officer Frasier approached me and advised Mr. Chi was in some bushes, and when he stepped out, startled him. Officer Frasier he told Mr. Chi that the park was closed and he needed to leave. Officer Frasier advised me Mr. Chi refused to leave after he was told him several times to leave. Upon hearing Mr. Chi had been given a lawful order to leave the park and refused, I advised Officer Frasier and to arrest Mr. Chi for trespassing. Officer walked up to Mr. Chi and advised him he was under arrest for trespassing. I grabbed Mr. Chi by his right wrist and placed it behind his back. Officers handcuffed Mr. Chi behind his back. Officer Frasier's report: Mr. Chi was searched incident to the arrest, and I gave him my business card to Mr. Chi so he would know who he dealt with. This in my involvement with this case. So, as you heard, that Frasier said nothing about me hiding in any bushes at all. But that's what Steerman is saying that Frasier told him. So Steerman's line on his statement also. So what they charged me with is ordinance, city ordinance, section 8-3-11. That's what I was charged with. So we got a bootlicker in the chat. And here, this is what I was given to me when I was taken to county jail. And I spent 2 days in jail also. Dan Domo, you tell me, is it all right to lie on a statement about what happened that night? Because I got all the evidence here. But San Juan County, they don't care. Okay, this is Frasier's paperwork that he gave to me when I was booked in. Criminal trespass on or about the 19th day of August 2023 in San Juan County, state of New Mexico, did unlawfully and with malicious intent enter or remain upon the lands of Brookside Park and Bistai Bay, knowing that such content to enter or remain is denied or withdrawn by the owner or occupant thereof, contrary to section 18-3-11 A and D a misdemeanor ordinance 18-3-11. And here, I swear or affirm under penalty of perjury that the facts set forth above are the truth to the best of my information and belief. I understand that it is a criminal offense subject to the penalty of imprisonment to make a false statement a criminal complaint. Stephen Frasier, as you guys could see that he lied in his report saying this all happened inside the park. And he never trespassed me from the start at all. He asked what my intent was. I told him I was leaving, so there was no need to trespass. So yeah, this guy's crooked here. So looks like we got an officer, or pretty sure a public servant that works within the San Juan County in the live here. So he lied on his statement, and here he swears or affirm under penalty of perjury that the facts of force above that are true to his best of his informations and belief, and he lied on the statement. And Steerman lied on his statement also, saying that Frasier said I was hiding in some bushes. So I put in I amended the response to criminal trespass with affidavit here. And this is all in my, I even got evidence. I got all my evidence ready about all this, them lying in their statements. The body cam shows different about the statements about them saying what they said in the statements. Amended response to criminal trespass with affidavit. I did not enter the park knowing it was closed because I see no sign from where I entered. I did not know the park was closed until Officer Frasier, R870, told me it was closed. I was leaving the park after Officer Frasier granted me permission to record his vehicle. As I was leaving, he ordered me to stop and remain. At this point, I requested a supervisor because he was trying to trespass me for not trespassing me. C, I did not enter the park to injure one's life or liberty. I was not there to damage or destroy any part of the realty or its improvements, including the structure, trees, shrubs, and other natural features. And I did not damage or destroy any part of the realty or its improvements, including structures, trees, shrubs, or other natural features. I hereby certify this is true and correct to the best of my knowledge. Conclusion. In conclusion, the city of Farmington, New Mexico failed to approve ordinances 18-3-11, a reasonable doubt that each of the following elements that are mentioned above. I did not refuse to leave. The only reason why I remained on the Brookside Park lands, Officer Frasier ordered me to remain when consent was denied and I was exiting. I was not disrupt, impair, interfere, or obstruct the lawful missions, processes, procedures, or functions of the public lands of Brookside Park. I would only honor the judge's oath to prevent encroachment of my liberties and freedoms to dismiss this frivolous charge. See, how are they going to prove that I knowingly entered? Because, like I said, from where I entered, there was no signs. And plus, these signs don't have no, all they're doing is suggesting what time the park closes and opens. They don't have no city code or ordinances, state statute on them, saying that if you do come into the park after these hours, you will be trespassed. None of those. So the signs are just more or less like suggesting what time it closes. Yeah, the public defender was, definitely on the officer's side. Oh, the signs were there, Mr. Chi. So they're charging you with this charge. So he wasn't going to be in my defense at all. That's why I had to get rid of the public defender. This town is all about making money. These guys all back each other up. Like I said, the Robert Miller, the judge on my case, he was an officer for the Farmington Police Department. And this year, he became the permanent judge of the municipal courts. Nord, welcome in. So, this is the motion to dismiss I put in. I never got no response back on this one here. Motion to dismiss on the grounds Officer Frasier's statements are false and misleading according to the video provided by Officer Frasier's body camera. According to the video evidence Exhibit A and the statements of probable cause Exhibit C, Officer Frasier's trespass cannot be justified because I was leaving before consent to remain was denied. Threatening to trespass me when I'm leaving is unnecessary. On 8/19/2023, under Officer Frasier's statement is of probable cause, Officer Frasier stated, this is A, action from Frasier's side. At this point, I made it very clear that Mr. Chi was remaining on the grounds of the park and he was no longer welcome at, but Mr. Chi still refused to comply and started to walk up the large stairways from the Bistai Bay building. Counteraction. The statement is false and misleading because I was not remaining for any unreasonable, unlawful purpose. This all took place at the top of the stairways and on the sidewalk. Officer Frasier implied all this happened on physical grounds of Brookside Park and Bistai Bay building. A. Action. Mr. Chi still refused to comply and started walking up the large stairways. Counteraction. The statement contradicts itself that I am refusing to leave, but he states that I'm walking up the stairways. Frasier's action. I told the male, later identified as me, that I was criminally trespassing inside the park. Second paragraph, second sentence. Counteraction. Misleading because he did not notify me of a criminal trespass at that moment. He asked me if I had any intentions of staying or if I was leaving. I responded I was leaving. Exhibit A video. Action. Mr. Chi began to argue and ask questions related to his First Amendment and quickly followed them up with asking for business cards. Counteraction. Misleading because Officer Frasier was implying I was arguing, which I was not arguing. I was only simply asking for his name, badge number, and business card. It's not reasonable to be an argument. Action. I advised Mr. Chi that he needed to leave once more and told him that this was his second warning to leave the park or he was going to be further identified and detained. Counteraction. Misleading because Officer Frasier was implying I was not leaving as I was leaving. This was not Officer Frasier's second warning, but it was his first. Conclusion. Officer Frasier's false and misleading statements cannot be used. They're more than unreasonable doubt that the charges are without merit and would not honor the judge's oath to prevent the encroachment of my liberties and freedoms to dismiss this frivolous charge. Article 6, Section 2, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. All right, Gloria, add. Oh, sorry. Appreciate you guys joining. But I got court tomorrow. Dr. Martin Luther King Day. 9:15 in the morning, it says, but I'll be going live. Appreciate you joining Westside Accountability. And this is Stephen Fraser's oath of office. Stephen Frasier, having been on the second day of July 2019 duly appointed police officer in and for the city of Farmington, San Juan County, New Mexico, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of New Mexico, and faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of my office to the best of my ability. So help me God. All right, Matthew. Appreciate you joining. On this second day of July, AD 2019, before me personally appeared Stephen Frasier, to me personally known, and who, being duly sworn, did say he is the duly appointed police officer in and for the city of Farmington and the municipal corporation. You see how they put corporation in there? To move me, to me personally known, be the person described in and who executes the following forging instrument and acknowledge that he exactly the same of his free act and deed. So that's Frasier's oath of office, and that's in the evidence. This is Steerman's. Pretty much the same thing. His oath of office. That's same thing. Having been on the 16th day of December 2005, duly appointed police officer for the city of Farmington, San Juan County, New Mexico, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of New Mexico, and faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of my office to the best of my ability, to so help me God. And I even got former police officer for 20 years of the Farmington Police Department oath of office, and this is Robert Miller. And I don't know how you can, being a Farmington police officer into becoming a municipal court judge. And this is his oath of office. I, Robert E. Miller, having been on the 22nd day of August 2023, appointed to the office of the municipal judge and for the city of Farmington, county of San Juan, state of New Mexico, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution, laws, and the states of New Mexico, faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of said office to the best of my ability, so help me God. Robert E. Miller. Yeah, it's, the jurisdiction is one-sided. It's conflict of interest, jurisdiction, because the city attorney, Jennifer Brickel, is the prosecutor in the municipal court, and she is the city. Then we got the officer, former Farmington, New Mexico police officer, Robert E. Miller, as the judge. Nate the Great, welcome in. If you guys want to listen to some good wise conversation, Nate the Great's a good channel to listen to. You guys put Nate the Great's link in the live moderators, right? For the record. So this is the evidence I have on the court. But you know, I got a feeling that they're gonna violate my rights, our rights, and they're gonna go through with these charges. I'm just saying, you know, the way the jurisdiction is one-sided. I'm against the whole city of Farmington. Moderators, can you get Nate the Great's link in the live? Gloria ad. You guys go check out his channel. He's got a good channel going. Appreciate you joining, Nate the Great. So this is my evidence that I put in. A, pursuant to Article 6, Section 2, Supremacy Clause. B, video, photos, documents. 1, my videos. 2, Stephen Frazier's body camera. 3, my video. 4, Devan J Steerman's body camera. 5, east side video of the park. 6, Devan J Steerman's narrative report. 7, Brookside North Side Park video. 8, Farmington Police Department policies and procedures. 1.03, unsatisfactory performance. 1.06, truthfulness. 1.11, constitutional rights notification. Stephen Frazier's probable cause, along with his criminal complaint, Officer Devan Steerman statements, oath of office. 1, Stephen Frazier. 2, Devan J Steerman. 3, Robert E. Miller, municipal judge. E, New Mexico Supreme Case Law, State versus McCormick, Chapter 20, against public peace. F, case laws that protect the First Amendment. G, complaint against Farmington, New Mexico Deputy City Attorney Russell Frost and Disciplinary Board of New Mexico about unprofessional conduct. H, Miranda Act. Yeah, Frazier never read me my Miranda Act too, you know, when he arrested me. So, yeah, Farmington, pretty corrupt here. As you guys know that support my channel, you know how they act. Unprofessional, violating my rights. Right, Jay Bate, he never told, you know, he never read me my Miranda rights. Appreciate you guys joining. I just wanted to do a rebroadcast because I deleted my last live, so. Nope, Matthew Presby, he never read me my Miranda rights. Northwood Press, NH Mountain Girl, Jay Bate, Nate the Great Podcast, Gloria Ad, Hey Honey, LB, Maria Alvarez. For the record, LD1 Kenobi. Appreciate you guys joining. Appreciate your support. Westside Accountability. You guys all support one another. Dan Doma wants me to apologize for the public service violating my rights. Wallace World TV, appreciate you joining. Maureen LaForm, welcome in. Howard County Observer. Appreciate you guys joining. I'm going to end my live here, guys. So I just wanted to rebroadcast because I accidentally deleted my last one. Let you guys know what I'm facing, what I'm going to court with my, my evidence also. Howard County Observer, hot damn. Huntington Township Watch, JC News Now. Appreciate you guys. Well, I'm going to end my live here. Brittany, I talk. I didn't mention you, air cool accountability. So appreciate you guys joining. I'll be going live tomorrow. And for the record, will be there with me. For the record, press for transparency. Lori Freeman and Matthew Presby. They're going to be there to support me while I'm at court tomorrow, 9:15 in the morning. But I'll go live before I go to court. And you guys all have a good day. Appreciate you guys' support. Share, like, and subscribe. Also, Cal, for Dirt Farmer. Nate the Great, and appreciate you joining. But I'm facing facing a charge here, Nate the Great. You know, these public servants here in New Mexico, San Juan County are terrible. They know who I was. They know I exercised my rights, but thank you, hey honey. Appreciate you sharing my last community post for Dirt Farmer. All right, guys, I'm out. If I missed you in the live, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, have a good day. Thank you, Westside. I'm out.